We're finally live. We're finally in a good spot where we have a decent signal. At least I hope it's coming through all right. I've had like a 2 bars consistently right in this spot. I was decent at 1 bar, so hopefully this is enough. We're actually roasting the turkey right now on the open fire. Well, in the open fire, I should say. I coated it in tinfoil and turned it into a giant football and chucked that bitch in there. So hopefully it's going to come out pretty nice. We're going to be hanging out with you guys while it's roasting on the fire. The boys are chilling with mom by the fire. They love the open fire. What's going on, Bud Files? Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, share us out. Appreciate everybody who's going to pop in and hang out, especially you on the replay. Thank you for sticking around. Make sure you watch the whole thing because I do drop a replay code word for my replay champions. So thank you guys for being around and sticking around. And I have a special giveaway I will be doing in the future when I have a nice big gallery of replay champions. So I'm hoping you guys like doing that. I've got a few already who enjoy doing that. So thank you guys. But we are cooking the turkey, hanging out by the fire. We got the hot tent set up, the staging tent, the Ozark Trail 10-person tunnel tent is set up behind you, and we're just hanging out. Quick reminder at the beginning of it, don't forget, guys, I do have a survival series book, ebook series. I have a survival fundamentals ebook series available, also with a camp cookbook, adventure checklists, and YouTube content, or well, content creation in general, coaching. If anybody is interested, you can email me for further information. It is in my about page. Everything else is in the description. Thank you guys for hanging out. Let me know who's here. Let me know who's hanging out. And we're super excited to finally be live again. It says we have 2. My thing says 0 likes so far. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. But we're hanging out. I was cooking. Had my back to the fire for too long. This thing is nice. We haven't had an open fire in so long. We've been using the camp stove for so long. It's like, oh, so nice to have an open fire.
Yeah, they're pretty much taking most of the cooking from me, which is awesome right now because I'm scorching at this point.
The turkey is actually right there.
That whole center right there.
I'm hoping I don't have tinfoil melting to it, but let's see. I coated it in so many layers.
About 1,200 degrees right there.
Just about.
And that's a rough estimate at this point because I have to be back here for my face not to scorch, and it's still scorching right here. So.
Like, I could roast a rotisserie right here, which that's a nice little prelude into tomorrow I'm going to be doing. Okay. Says we got 4 hanging out. Thank you guys for being here. Bud Files said hello, peoples. Thank you. Thank you for commenting. Let me know who's hanging out and who's here. And hit that like button. It has been so long since we've had the opportunity to do a live stream.
And an open fire.
Yeah.
So, like, this is a double. And we got really lucky. Someone donated a turkey, and then someone else donated another turkey. So it's been really awesome. So we're cooking this one, and we're going to have a really nice dinner, and then we're going to cook the other one tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
And the whole thing tomorrow is going to be on a live stream. So if during your Turkey Day plans you've got some time to tune in, make sure you check us out tomorrow.
FYI, his line is this tight because it's to the nearest tree.
I just adjusted it so he could get by the fire.
He's pulling it further so he can be on my lap. He's doing this on purpose. It's not
choking him at all.
It's not choking him. It's super loose. He's just being a big baby.
We're right in a heavy game area, so I don't want him to hear a deer and go and get it for me, which he will.
Yeah, unfortunately. Also, along with every other New York State park that has,
all of New York
laws.
has a leash law, so.
Yeah. Your dogs cannot be off leash. Period. It is the law, which is why we keep them on a leash. But they're on 50 feet of long
They've got running lines all over the place. I just adjusted him over here because we were doing the open fire, and Mom was sitting out here, and he wanted to sit on her lap and roast by the fire.
He wanted to whine because he couldn't get to me, so we had to get him to me.
Because normally, for the rest of the day and everything else at night, he's set up on the other tree, which is by the opening to the hot tent, so he can actually get inside. They sleep in the bed with us, and they love the hot tent. If you guys have watched my other videos, which I'm sure most of you turning in right now have, you can see on the videos where he swoops underneath into their little doggy holes. I love it. Super cute watching them poke their heads in.
Yeah, I was just about to see if you wanted me to do it.
I got it.
God, bony elbows. Oh, thank you. God, he's got some bony ass elbows. And of course, Monster over here just being lazy as ever. It's pretty normal. He doesn't like to do anything except for move days, where he gets uber excited.
Keeping the wood stove going inside so that way we can stay warm when we get in there.
This is making the entire area super warm right now because it melted a lot.
I keep having to scrape the leaves farther and farther away from it because it keeps drying them out.
I did too when you went up to grab my box and clippers and stuff and the tripod. I had to move while you were up.
Because for the record, it is snow everywhere.
Yeah.
You can see it right there. It's a nice spot. You can see it right there.
Just, you know, we warmed up the area more than enough at this point.
You can see the melt off the hot tent though. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. How dry the outside is now.
I went down into town, was able to work for a couple hours, and I got a bottle of alcohol out of it. So we've been having some rum. It's been nice. Nice little celebratory deal.
Drink very often anymore, and kind of helps my kidneys sometimes.
Helps my kidney stones, definitely.
Yeah. Not considering the gallstones that I help break up. He's got to be cautious when he turns on his headlamp, because if he turns it on, sometimes it's there's a flash right after. So
yeah, it's got an SOS strobe on it.
Yeah, it's got an SOS strobe. It sucks. It's awful, and it catches me very gnarly sometimes. But he's so careful about it, you know.
Tree that fell over doesn't want to break.
The one that I brought over?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to break it up earlier, and all it kept doing was that piecing shit. Really good wood, though.
Yeah, like, if you don't have to break it up super small, it's great, but it just bends. But for this, it's great. It's been cooking in there for what?
You kind of need to take it out
now. No. We've only been live for 10 minutes. I put it in just before we went up there. It was like 6:30. It's only been almost an hour.
Huh?
It's only been like an hour, almost.
Yeah, I'd say an hour pretty well decent.
Well, in an oven, it takes like 6 to 8 hours, depending on how big it is and how high you have it. It does. It takes 6 to 8
hours. Never put it on.
Yeah.
No, because I cook them right. If you cook a turkey right, it literally takes like 2 hours. At max.
It was partially frozen, so That's also why I'm trying to give it just a little bit.
Mine I wash, thaw again with hot water.
So yeah, you've already got the internal temp up to room temp before it even goes into the oven.
Which is why I do it that way, because it only takes 2 hours. Some nice clear water though.
I wanted to give it at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in total. Daddy's boy.
Feel the feet. Feel the face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, cooking face.
Feel the chest. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah.
God, you're gonna melt your line, boy.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna melt the chain to him. But I had to get him to move back.
It's their coats. Their coats are so thick. They're like, I can't feel the heat yet. And then I pet them and touch their coat to them.
That's
They're
I
like,
keep doing to his face right here.
It's warm.
And he doesn't move. He doesn't care. Not a care in the world. And he's barely getting it now, so he's at the good spot.
So what's everybody's plans for Thanksgiving? I'm actually trying to find anybody who wants to actually come and hang out, because we got this turkey tomorrow, this turkey tonight, and another turkey tomorrow, so we got plenty.
The turkey tomorrow is nice.
It's going to be a rotisserie turkey.
It's a butterball. It is yummy full. Thank you.
Yes, Farmer Jack hooked us up again. Thank you so much. If you're watching this, love you, Jackie.
Just love you so much. You can just faintly hear an owl in the distance.
Uh-huh. Oh, that deer, if you guys watched my video, that deer I spotted that was down the way, I actually think it wasn't even that old. I think that was maybe from the day before, like that day, the day before that I found it, because the coyotes got to it last night, yesterday, kind of thing, when we were up at our other spot from my most recent video. I did upload that. Okay.
Yeah, the 12-minute one. The midway point. We were leapfrogging, so it's the midway point.
Like immediately after I uploaded that video, I think the coyotes got to it, because that whole side of the deer is torn apart. I didn't walk up close to it. I saw it from a distance while I was moving stuff.
Ah, wrong way. You gotta fix it.
Yeah.
Nope, the other way.
This way?
And then around. Okay. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Can you not step on my shoe? Can I get my shoe back, please?
This is enough.
Hey, hello.
One thing I do love about the snow and the cold, no more ticks.
I just pulled one off his head.
Well, yeah, once the area gets warmed up, there's usually a few that come out, but soon we won't have to.
It was very small.
Yeah.
Just enough where it was stuck, but it was okay, and it's right on top.
Yeah, the last one I found was on my thigh the other day. That thing sucked. We didn't have the money for any sprays or anything. Usually I like to get that Citronella Armor spray. It's a horse and bedding spray that you can use on dogs and bedding and stuff like that. I like to spray it around camp because it keeps them away, but they're like $20 a spray bottle, and we didn't have that. But at least we don't got to worry about it no more.
Best thing about the cold. And they love it.
I'm desperately trying to find a permanent spot that we can camp. This moving around stuff, it's way too much right now. And now we got to get out of this park area because somebody's interpretation of the law is slanted.
And kind of stalking.
Yeah, but we're not going to get into that. Not right now.
At this point, it's kind of harassment.
Since we got 3 hanging out, thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting that like button. We got a turkey roasting up inside the fire.
No matter how much I tell him he's roasting, he just
keeps leaning into it.
Yep.
I mean, he would sit right next to the wood stove until he was damn near like
cooked.
into it, singed hair and all. Like, look at this one, hot dog.
Yeah, at least he's roasting every part of his body.
Yeah, he rotates at least. He gets an even cook.
Yeah, Monster just wants to cook.
Preaching. You know you're cooking, right, baby boy?
Oh, he knows it.
Yeah.
He does not give a shit.
Oh, boy.
Gotta be careful putting my feet too close sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
My Crocs melted a little, so they're a little bit tighter. Which is awesome, because they need to be.
My bottom of my legs and my feet are wet, so I actually kind of got to roast them a little bit.
I can't really extend my legs like that anymore. Alright, so no over the top of my legs, no extending too far. Cool. With my couch. Trying to figure what I was talking about.
I feel so bad. When we went to go move, Creature got super excited and went to go jump over a log early. And I went to go give him the correction to pull him back, and the chain just totally popped off and whipped behind me and caught her in her freaking ankles and calves. So she's got a whip mark right across herself.
Just straight chain.
Creature turned and looked at me like, "What happened?" And I caught him and just put his leash back on, but that thing popped off. I have no idea even how. It just straight up popped off and swung behind me. The face.
That was so cute.
And that's all they can see. Oh, that's awesome. The face. The face. It's so cute.
Funny.
Monster, go to the other side now. Up. Back up. Monster, back up.
See his face.
Back up. Back
Come
up.
over here. Get me the stick. Here, you want this?
Nah, stay out of the
Wait.
bag.
This. Don't stab me with it. It gets him down.
Yeah, it gets him
more
just for a minute.
dominant.
His favorite toy is a stick.
It's always a stick.
I can literally hand him a rope, hand him a stick, and he'll still take the stick. It's not an actual snowball, so he doesn't want to have fun with it.
No, it's like an ice ball at this point.
During the winter,
Water.
when it's all snow everywhere, we can literally throw snow at him, and he attacks it, and he loves
does.
it.
It's so cute. So cute. I gotta remember, I can't keep nothing in front of me. What's up, baby? Daddy.
Get your stick.
Get your stick. See, and that's what Creature does when he's cooking too much.
He moves away.
Sometimes. Back up. Oh, damn. Careful, don't puncture it.
I know. So I was just lifting it, trying to
Holy cold.
get more heat underneath it. Kind of rotate it kind of thing.
That would be flick. Oh, that was the flame you wanted.
Yeah, it's the butter blowing out of it.
No.
That's a
literally
turkey.
Just foil. That butter is not getting anywhere out. It is very much encased in that dish.
We just been listening to that thing boiling there. Wonder if you guys can see that better.
Well, they can't see me anymore.
That's a turkey.
You see a flame. Oh wow, they can actually see me. Half the body's cut off.
Right, that is a turkey right in there, wrapped in tinfoil. It's hard to see. Ooh, cooking.
Inside and out.
book this new. Oh, I was so excited about buttering it and wrapping it and everything else. I didn't even fucking season it.
I'm just happy you remember the stuffing.
Hey, for the record, don't cook when you're drunk. You'll forget steps.
I'm not drunk with buds.
I know.
Different.
I was getting
That's only
pretty
because we don't
close to
drink
drunk at
alcohol
that
like
point.
that.
I know. I'm such a lightweight now.
Because we don't drink. We're not drinkers. It's just not who we are.
Besides not being able to afford it, it's just I don't like getting smashed like that. Plus trying to move the next day when you're smashed, this sucks.
That part.
As I did it tonight, I really wanted to drink the most of it tonight. That way I can get like fucked up tonight, have fun roasting a turkey tomorrow, and
We can get fucked up tomorrow.
yeah.
No. Just looking at it. Should really move it like this.
Trying to get this on the bottom. That was nice.
Okay, move it with the holes. Yeah, it's full. Pretty well and good. So you got a honey.
Yeah, I'm still trying to keep the fire.
I know. Got all the coals around. Watching you steam. I'm also getting ash.
I know. It's still insulating the heat.
Yeah, there's some coals in it.
And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not really trying to cook that side anymore. That's the back. That doesn't really need much cook.
None of it really does.
But now all that back grease is going to go right down into the fucking breast, and that's going to be delicious. There's one thing that I miss when it comes to cooking a turkey in an oven. Nobody ever flips it to get that back grease all into the fucking breast.
I know, right? I got called crazy for that.
When you flip your turkey over, you're going to ruin it. No, that
No, that's
breast
how you
skin
fucking
is about to
cook
get
shit.
juicy and crispy all at the same time.
And
It's
that's
about
why,
to be an
that's why people
oxymoron.
do the juicy thing.
Yeah, that's why you baste it. What I just did is flip it so I didn't have to baste.
Yeah.
Bam. A shovel is sizzling on the ground.
God, just hear that boil.
Yeah. So, it says we got 4 watching. Is it a clear picture, good sound? Could somebody give me some feedback? I'm wondering how our live stream quality is, because if it's good, I'm going to live stream all day tomorrow. So,
If not, we'll do a mix.
we'll do videos, because I'm in the middle of filming a video right now, but this was like the slow, tedious part of, just filming the turkey cooking. So, people might be interested in that. They can always tune into this live stream from the video after, so they can hang out and stuff. But otherwise, I'm just curious how our quality is. It says we got 3 hanging out now. Thank you guys for giving me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate if somebody could let me know what my quality looks like. Sound good, looks good, all that. It's 7:30 on a Wednesday. A very random time, but
The day before Thanksgiving.
yep.
We're probably not gonna have that many.
I wasn't expecting a shit ton of people, but
I wasn't really expecting anybody.
Yeah.
It's 7:30 on a Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving.
just like dummy.
Just show him the way. He'll figure it out. He can get untangled much easier than his brother.
Yeah, you've got more focus than your brother. You know how to follow directions.
Yeah. I tell him to go around the tree, and he'll go around the tree.
I tell Creature, I go like this, and he's like, the other way? Okay. Then he runs in a circle 3 times. Like, that's what I told him to do. Oh, I'm super excited for this.
Sorry, I'm just super tired. I still don't feel well. I'm still pretty sick, to be honest.
Yeah, we're still recovering from COVID, moving camp.
I had COVID or not.
Oh, I'm almost positive. He even said he was sick for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so that makes sense. But I've been sick longer than 2 weeks now.
Well, that's you. That's your immune system. The only reason you're not dead is because you did have the vaccine.
That's it. I got that one and done shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's not even a booster for it because you didn't need one.
So I got sick. I've been sick, but I'm finally recovering. Like, physically, I'm still recovering, but I'm no longer sick anymore. She is rough, but she's getting there. We've been having to move. I literally, if you watch my video, I moved for like 24 hours straight. Took a small break, but still kept doing stuff. And then the next day, still moving stuff. We've got everything pretty much where it's going to be until Friday when we move. So we just have to go up to the staging tent to go and grab stuff occasionally. But I mean, technically, that's only there for 3 days. This is only here for 3 nights. So they were offset. So that's the only reason why it's the way it is. What creature? And technically, we're not camping up at that site. So it's whatever. Fucking figuring it out. I need a wagon or some shit.
Desperately. We need a bike trailer.
You know, I thought of a great idea. You know what I thought of? Was a tandem bike trailer where it came out together in a triangle. The center post could connect to either bike or just one.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a chainsaw motor onto it, so that way I could connect the throttle to my bike or your bike, depending. It would have just a string throttle that we would be able to bring up and control. And the chainsaw motor would attach to the rear axle, so that way it would give itself a boost. So we could power the bikes, power that.
Actually put that as a motored vehicle at that point.
No, actually, it's a motor-assisted like cargo. It is a motor-assisted cargo trailer. It is not a motor vehicle.
Split hairs
there.
Yeah,
well, people want to split fucking hairs, so I can split them back.
Very fine hair.
Yeah, I can still split that. The reason it's not a motor vehicle is because it is not an actual person transport vehicle. It is a cargo assisted.
Sure.
And it attaches to our motor bikes, our e-bikes. And a chainsaw motor isn't more than 50 cc's, so it's not a motor vehicle. Uh-huh. Get a 45 cc fucking chainsaw motor, and there you go. Any sort of fucking chainsaw motor, an electric chainsaw would still do help.
One right off a fucking weed eater.
Exactly. Any of those type of garden motors. All right, brainstorming session. I guess I'm gonna have to rewatch this to see if it came out pretty clear. What, punk? Okay, boy. Hot dog. Who's it?
Because he wants to lay on me, and I don't want him to lay on me.
Who's a happy king dog? You've been enjoying your fish sticks?
one thing they love. They love frozen fish.
Once they figured out what frozen fish was, they're like,
Exactly.
oh, mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you taste it?
God, you just swallowed.
Did you chew?
No?
I gotta watch that. Did he chew?
You took like a bite. A bite.
I knew it was only half a fillet that time, but shit, man. Replay champions, your replay code word for this live stream is going to be chew. CHEW. Put it in the comment section down below and say yes or no next to it if he fucking actually chewed.
I saw him lick it, take one nibble, and it was gone.
I think that was just
That
an
was it.
adjustment.
It's,
He lined it up to swallow.
I'm almost certain his esophagus is the size of that log right there.
I don't have a dog. I have a horse that's mixed with a snake, and it just looks like a dog. But it's misconstrued as a bear.
Oh my god, yeah. Coming through pitch black. All you see is his bright ass greenish blue eyes. You see him with that face and you're like, oh my god, a bear. Creature, it's more of a wolf than anything. Or coyote or koi. He's definitely got the standings for a lot of different things. You ate it, buddy. There's nothing else. You ate it. Don't worry, you're gonna have dinner right with us. When it comes to big meals like this, we definitely share it with them, especially because this is a really awesome PREAT. I can't say that out loud because they're gonna go nuts. But yeah, they're gonna get spoiled with some of this. Definitely. Richard, what did you...
He's not done nothing. He was just looked underneath it. Sorry, doing a wood run for inside.
You startled them a little. Oh, handsome. Hey. Hey, how are ya? Hey. You gonna cover all my heat? Hello. Excuse me. What are you doing? Oh. Hey. What the hell, man? You instantly blocked my heat. For real? Is it not warm enough in your spot right there?
What's up? You checking out what Dad was doing?
God, I think he just took my glasses right off with his nose. Do you see him?
Mm-hmm.
You sit right here in front of me. Jerk.
Think I need to move that at all?
Yeah.
Rotate it around.
Out.
Hmm?
Out.
Well, I'm gonna wait until after. So you think I need to rotate it around one time?
Yeah. Yeah, so the bottom is on top.
The bottom is on top.
Top is on bottom. I don't fucking care.
The tinfoil is hot.
Oh,
Red
yeah.
hot.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to touch that. You're going to have to use the wood gloves. not made for it.
No, they're gonna melt.
Did you flip it?
Yeah. I didn't flip it, I rotated it. The breasts are still on the other side. This is the back.
Okay, can you grab the chunks that you keep throwing on me, though? Every time you do it with a shovel? I'd end up having to grab my blanket again.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's kind of why I keep saying out.
Mmm, that smells good.
Yeah.
Oh, my food boner just got big.
Yeah.
I'm growing.
Well, you are growing out of shower. I was like instantly freezing.
Because it's not throwing any heat now.
I was roasting for so long.
As soon as I roll the turkey out, it'll be better. I'll build the fire back up.
I think my pants got wet. I need your help. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's ice.
Yeah, because you didn't turn around in a while.
Well, I didn't need to. I was warm no matter where I was. My back felt warm. I didn't feel the cold until I stood up. Well, that's until the heat was going. And if you have the tattoo kit in that bag, you should really put that in there. It shouldn't be on the ground. Yeah, I gotta grab my blanket.
I know, right? I'm keeping it right. We're at 37 minutes on the live stream. You want to smoke a bowl?
I was gonna say, if you brought those logs in for the inside, we probably don't need anymore. You can only feed that stove so much.
Huh?
You can only feed the stove so much, so.
The way I see it, I would rather pull this out and have it be a little extra crispy than have it be undercooked.
I know. Because the minute we pull it out, we can't put it back in. I mean, we can, it's just probably not going to be the way we want it.
Especially not being able to add more tinfoil.
These weren't charged enough.
They were fully charged, the thing it turned off.
Could have took the bullet, though.
With how hot this thing runs, I've just been kind of grabbing whatever.
Kid. Seriously?
I don't even know how you do that.
I do. Goes around it, goes around it, goes around it.
It's standing circles.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
And he's been circling back and forth. Look, he has it around his legs. This is a pig.
He's like a goof.
Yeah. You might have a better chance on this side. Why does it look like a blood spot? Like you said, Nick. It's so
I said
funny.
something there.
Oh.
Can't remember what, but I said something there. There's still plenty enough heat. It's still cooking it. I'm trying to get the flare up.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get the flare up too because I'm cold. And the minute I started getting cold, like my nose started running again, everything started hurting. I honestly feel like maybe that's what I've been missing. Why I'm still sick.
Heat.
Yeah. Full body throughout heat. Slid into the fire a little. Yeah, I won't stay on.
Yeah, it's fine. Still got one hanging out. Still one like. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for me.
You packed it. You like it.
Sorry, it's a little darker. The one light that we have died. And it's actually our brightest light. Thank you for that thumbs up. For tuna.
And don't mind me being all covered with this blanket. The minute the heat went out, my body temperature just depleted completely. So I'm actually kind of freezing now. Even standing right here, it's not enough. Practically need to stand in it for it to be enough now.
All of the heat is going to the turkey right now. There we go. We got it.
It was smoking at me, so. That's part about a blanket sometimes.
So if you're hanging out, if you can let me know what the quality looks like, how we sound like let me know. I'm trying to test out the signal here, see if we can live stream tomorrow.
Here you go, So weird, it's only raining on one side. The bowl.
Yeah, it's because the moon rock is on one side. Dry shit. Who's burning first? And you had smoke in the middle of my hip.
Yeah. What you doing, creature? You're just standing there that whole time in the one position.
He really does that. That random.
I feel like he smells old tracks or something like that. Like, he knows he could track
Or
something.
gear on the current, air current.
That too.
It's either old tracks or just something that's on the air. He's like,
Yeah.
Come closer. Daddy. Get my daddy. Let me get you. You know, still feel like it's technically not hunting. If I let them kill and eat their own deer.
They're hunting. we own them.
But I'm not involved.
No, but we would still have to report it.
Hey, my dog's killed and ate a deer. Just so you know. It's nature. They're basically nature. Wind knocking the mobile down.
Couldn't tell if it was rain or not.
It was too heavy, so I was like, no.
Yeah.
So I thought it was something actually walking it for a second. It's like,
Fucking dumb. Our boys are smart. They'll let something get right here and then kill that motherfucker quick.
the only reason why I like having their lines close enough so they can actually be close to each other. Because one will drag it to the other if they can't handle it.
But they will.
Fucking beast.
What are you doing? You just laying down? Lazy butt.
He did that earlier. I thought he was messing with stuff and he was in there chewing on his foot. Like, what, Dad? Like,
The one paw, he's got some bad circulation going through it, so.
It's the one that's still healing. Other side?
Still in the back, but other side. You can see it in his nails. They're just too white, too clear. And the pink isn't really pink anymore. It's starting to become clear.
Oh, it's that hit.
Yes. His very bad hit.
Probably
And
gotta
he
pop it back
probably
in
heard
place.
it the other day when he hurt himself.
Yeah. That fucking side lunge he did and popped his hip out of place. You'd see it on the video. It's fucking on the video where he hopped sideways. Oh.
Yeah.
It was like, oh,
But
no.
it was after that. It was when we were at the Midway.
Hey, we're up to 3 likes. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, we were in conversation. We weren't paying attention.
It happens.
The turkey is cooking, and we're just smoking a bowl. Let me include you guys. Got hooked up with a little bit of bud, so it's nice. Able to drink and smoke for Thanksgiving week. Oh yeah, it's a rough week for us. So.
It's a very rough week.
My son's birthday was yesterday. Thanksgiving is tomorrow. My mom's birthday is Sunday. So it's an emotional week. Of course, your dad loved Thanksgiving.
Yeah. But me and Dad ate, so that's why.
So it says we got 3. Well, 2 now. Are we coming through clear? Can somebody give me some feedback, comment in the live feed? Let me know. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Is it not super choppy? I've been trying to do a live stream test to see about the quality. Silver Serpent, how's it going? It's a little cold, but we're actually super warm right now. We've got the tent set up behind you and the hot tent set up right there with the big fire in the middle. It's warming up the whole area.
And the only reason I still have a blanket on, or I put my blanket back on, is because I'm still sick.
Loud and clear. Thank you. Thank you, Silver Serpent.
No one has
Literally
said anything. And there's been people in here, but no one said anything.
Almost an hour we've been waiting for that just to know if we're good.
Because we want to do the live tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna be doing a rotisserie turkey tomorrow, so I wanted to do that on a live stream and talk with you guys in the daylight, and so I just wanted to make sure. Fire in a bowl, yeah. Yeah, right there. Yeah. The turkey, we've got one turkey actually sitting right in there, wrapped in tin foil.
Yep.
I'm going to be putting out the video in a little bit. After we get off the live stream, I'm going to pull it out and do the reveal on the video. So make sure you, check out the video, of course. I know you watch all my shit most of the time.
Or at least try to. And yeah, I'm not really like cold like that, but my back is cold, so it makes my body hurt, and I'm still sick. If you can't hear, so it's.
She's still recovering. Yeah. Pretty sure we got hit with COVID. That. You know what I'm gonna do? I want to make this tent out of fireproof shit and put my logo where the one tiger is.
I know. I've been thinking about it. Every time I see the one tigress, I'm just like,
It reminds me of my logo. Right over. But I want fireproof material, not this shit. No. Our tent's melting, dude.
Tell me how a fucking hot tent is melting. It's supposed to withstand the heat, not melt the minute something hits it, or is there.
The slightest spark and this thing starts lighting on fucking fire. That turkey should be pretty cooked soon. I'm super excited about that. We're up to 4 likes. Thank you. It says we got 3 hanging out. Thank you guys for being here. This was basically a live stream test. We're cooking a turkey and hanging out with you guys. Getting excited about tomorrow. I know I need to make a cabin, but I need some property to actually make a cabin on. Literally, at this point, if somebody wants to fund our travel to get to wherever, we will relocate to wherever. I know you said you'd put us up, and a couple other people would. So if people can get us there, we'll fucking do it. I don't give a shit anymore.
I'm down with getting out of New York.
And all I need is a chunk of woods, and I'll make a cabin.
As you can see, we don't care about the snow. We don't care about the cold.
Adirondack Outdoor Adventures is actually looking for some property in, Tennessee, North Carolina. So he's actually looking for it so he can put us up and we can all start a new thing down there. I forgot to tell you about that. He texted me. He said that, he's looking for property all over the place, but he really wants to find one down there and bring us along with it. Figure out how to get us down there.
Bring me back to North Carolina, man.
That's what I said.
Bring me back to my state.
I was like, she's from North Carolina, so if we went back down there, she'd be happy. I might be tempted to hunt down my bio, but that's about it.
Nah, it's not a hunt. I know right where he is.
Oh, I know too.
No, I have his address.
I know. So do I.
His new one? Because he moved.
Yeah.
He lives right next to Annie.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, right next.
Did you warn her? He
No.
sits there and runs every day, fucking back and forth over his fucking bottles and cans.
Why would I warn her anything? I don't like her. Or her daughter. Or her daughter's husband.
Yeah, see, we had our bushcraft shelter for a year, but after that hunter showed up, I did reach out to the owner when I finally figured out who the fuck it was. I did reach out to him. I haven't heard anything, so technically he hasn't asked us to leave the property yet, so we could go back. But that's still another one of those things. The moment he says something or someone else shows up, that's a wrap. Kind of tired of that shit. I kind of want to just be in a place where we could stay. At least until summer.
Are we gonna do that long?
Yeah, spring. Because honestly, as long as we can figure something out over the winter, I really want to do the ultra through hike. I'm ready to pack everything into a vehicle and fucking do that shit.
I know.
Every day I do this.
I'm ready for everything to be in a vehicle.
I'm like, every day I do this, I fucking run 30, 40 miles a day.
He's just gone around the tree like 4 times now. He just kept going around it. Yeah.
You know, Dad's a little too messed up to do those, doing
Watch
that
the
many
stick.
circles, right?
So high. You have enough camera. And your little comfy cozy bed in there, which is my bed.
Yeah, you realize nothing is ours. It's just
No, it's theirs.
it's
Hey.
theirs. We just get to use it occasionally.
Don't mess with that.
I'm actually kind of glad the temperature came down a little bit, so it'll slow roast the rest of it, finish it cooking.
Mm-hmm. Pretty well cooked.
Did you hear a hard pop at any point? I'm pretty sure the way I have it wrapped, that when that thing pops out, that tinfoil is gonna fucking.
No, I'm pretty sure it already blew out the top. Where the legs are?
Yeah.
Tips of the legs? I can tell which side's which. Obviously. Pretty obvious. That's all I want to go
You're a
do.
lazy bitch.
You know, I want to go do is sit down too.
Yeah, we're an hour in. I'm just excited we finally got up to 4 likes. You could dig a tunnel in the ground and dig out a huge room no one knew about. It would come in handy one day. Yeah, like I said, I just need to get into a spot that I'm not being harangued by a ranger. He's coming in every 3 days to check on us. Like, I get it. We stayed in one spot for too long because we had COVID, but bro, like, that was a life or death circumstance. We couldn't move or else we would die.
I couldn't even breathe. I could barely walk to the bathroom, and that was 2 feet.
Like, I was dying trying to get firewood. That's why it took 2 weeks. If it wasn't for having to go outside every day and get firewood, go down to town and charge, like, we would not have fucking moved at all. It would have been 3, 4, 5 days and we would have been done. But he's up our ass and he wants us out of the whole park area because he's
We're not
interpreting.
even in the same park.
He's interpreting the law that 3 nights is for the area, not for site. Every other ranger I've dealt with, it's per site, per campsite. And we can
All
move
these been
around
per
inside
site.
the park as long as we're in a spot that is able to be camped at. And you can camp anywhere off the trails as long as you're 50 paces from water and trails and roads.
And we are primitive campers. So.
But the local bikers who've had an issue with us want us out of the area, and they've been pushing up on him for whatever reason. Somebody has something over him, I guess, and he wants us out of the area so he doesn't have to deal with it anymore.
Well, that's fine, because they're never going to see us.
So that's why we've been having an issue, because somebody's been up our ass.
Yeah, and the bikers made a post about us.
They started putting a post on Facebook talking shit about us without even talking to us about at all. But thank you again to Adirondack Outdoor Adventures. He was right there on that post backing us up, fucking defending us because we weren't doing shit. We were just existential circumstances why we were in that spot for so long. And in every regulation on DEC, it has a nice little caveat at the end of it where it says, unless it's an emergency situation. You can hunt anything if it's an emergency situation. You can camp anywhere if it's an emergency situation. You can camp for any duration if it's an emergency situation. Well, guess what? My fucking life is an emergency situation. I'm going to do what I need to fucking do.
Pretty much.
Okay. Sorry, I'm a little buzzed.
And at this point, it's kind of like harassment. He's stalking and harassing us.
He wants to know every single spot we're going to, which you don't need to report to any ranger about the spot that you're camping at. It's a safety thing that you put it in the book. The only reason we don't is because most of the time we don't enter a park through the actual trailhead. We just come randomly off the road. because we don't want to be off the trail and near people. We want to just be camping wherever, because these assholes don't like making trail friends that well.
No, not really. They've been a lot better.
They've been a lot better, yes. Very proud of that. But it says we got 4 likes. Silver Sharpman's been chatting. Thanks for hanging out. Who else is hanging out? Say hi, ya. Been cooking the turkey. Kind of just ranting. Sorry. I am a little buzzed, so I kind of went a little bit hard on that bit. I can feel I got upset.
It's also a very stressful thing because
no other ranger has given us an issue. Like Ranger Thompson, you guys remember last year. Literally, he ran into us. I didn't know at the time that it was 3 nights. I thought it was 14, but I misread something at some point, I guess, when I was researching. But so when he ran into us, we were at a spot for 11 days, and
your echo was
whatever. We explained to him the situation. He said, all right, so move to another spot and just remember to move every 3 nights. And that's what it was. Move to another spot. He didn't care that it was 100 yards up the trail and off, 50 paces. That was cool.
He didn't care.
He said, whatever, it's a new spot. Go to a different spot. And then we just moved every 3 nights. And that was fine as long as we didn't have to go, 1.5 miles or, 2 miles to go to a different park because he wants to interpret it a different way.
And I really feel like some of these rangers
I like that.
Superiority complex.
He said that park ranger could be living in the woods some days too soon. He probably couldn't survive like you. Thank you, bro.
No, I doubt it. The only time he came up to do his job is when we got there.
Yeah, because people were starting to make an issue. Because people were fucking snobby fucking bikers. Now, mind you, these people who are having an issue with us camping in a state park 50 paces off the trail, somebody having an issue with us is also running their e-bike, their e-mountain bikes, their motored mountain bikes up and down the trails when they're saying that we're doing something wrong when their activity entirely is illegal.
Yeah.
And they're the same ones that leave beer cans and food wrappers up on the trail. When me and Adirondack Adventures, we were walking through, we saw some fucking packages on the ground.
They leave tons of shit.
So fucking, they do worse shit than we do. You can go through each one of our spots. The most you can tell is some of the leaves are depressed more than some areas. And that's it. And that's not something you can even change. I have made sure that we do not leave a single scrap of garbage. We follow every single regulation. But he wants to, be up our fucking ass about the whole situation. That's why we should have brought the cooler so you could have sat down on it. I should have brought the green bag so you could have sat down on it. What?
Green bag's in the tent.
Oh, I did bring it down?
A little wet clothes in it.
You could always put the green bag down and put that bag on top of it. It's whatever.
I'm good.
It'll give you a seat.
And the bag that I'm sitting on is wet, which is why I didn't want to sit on it.
So then we put something else on top of it.
It's fine.
It's whatever.
This is almost done. I was hoping.
Yeah. That's why I wedged it out so that it would come out. We've been going for an hour 10. Kind of too late on that one because he was cool the first time I met him, and
and then became a dick.
I identify, myself as the modern native initially all the time, and he was cool the first time, and then he did the quick switch like most people do and flipped around to being that way. So He's still being cool because he didn't write us a ticket when he technically could, but at the same time, I can fight it because it's existential circumstances.
Yeah. I literally couldn't even go over to him because I had COVID. We didn't know for sure if I did or not.
No, I'm pretty positive.
Pretty sure, yeah, obviously. But...
And in today's day and age, when you're that kind of sick and that kind of symptoms, you just treat it that way because even if it isn't, it could be something like it.
Monster, stop.
So yeah, it's a little too late. So, booty. So, if you want to see the turkey reveal, make sure you watch my video. I'll try to have it uploaded tonight after I finish it. I have 2 bars. So as long as it's not too terribly much, I should be able to do it. I hope. So. Before you sit down in there, brother, do the exit.
I was going to sit right
Mm-hmm.
Still had to grab.
No, I just want to make sure you're out there with me to do the exit.
Yep, I'm here.
So we're at 111. Two people are watching right now. 5 likes. Thank you guys for the likes. We definitely appreciate it. There we go. So I think we are going to say goodnight for now. I know that was a little rant at the end. But, if you hang there. I don't want to have to crouch like that. So.
Maybe I can get over here.
Just don't block the light. So, thank you, Silver Surfer, for hanging out and chatting. Definitely appreciate it. I like it when people interact and stick around. It says we got 3 that just popped in. Thank you for hitting the likes. I know we're about to head out, but if you watch it over, you can catch a whole lot of shit and information. So we're kind of hanging out and just kind of running our mouths. So, but tomorrow we are going to be doing a live stream sharing our rotisserie turkey dinner for Thanksgiving. And check out the video for the reveal of the turkey. Sorry, I'm a little buzzed right now. But until next time, don't forget, you got to get out there, be a native, and go beast. You too, Silver Serpent.